Hi, welcome to my next video. This time I wanted to show you the next part in the series in which I'm painting the illustrations for the DOCOMO 2021 calendar. DOCOMO, which is one of Japan's bigger cellular carriers, asked me to do a calendar for them for 2021 featuring scenes from many places in Japan where they are trying to do something interesting with their mobile technologies. But I was more interested in the places that they wanted me to paint. I wanted to do a series of illustrations featuring all kinds of places from Japan, not only city scenes for some time, so I decided to accept their commissions and paint the 12 plus cover illustrations that they wanted me to paint. And here I'm doing a scene from Kawagoe, which is in Saitama Prefecture. It's close to Tokyo actually. I was talking about Kawagoe in one of my previous videos, the one about doing ukiyo-e, and I'm actually painting here the same place as I did in the ukiyo-e, so the view of the Toki no Kane, so the bell that tells time, so the time bell thing, and the tower that it's in and the surrounding buildings. This time though, different to the ukiyo-e that I did, I'm painting this scene as it is. So I'm not embellishing anything here, more or less I'm painting what I got on the photo that was given me by the ad agency that was between me and the DOCOMO company. So unlike other pictures from this series, for this scene they wanted me to paint almost exactly what was already in the photo because the client liked the photo very much. I was just going to change the time of the year to match the month that it was supposed to go with and add people to the scene. So Kana is going to do the characters for this scene too, as she did for some of the previous ones. Usually I would feel some resistance to painting something straight from a photo that someone gave me, just paint this and be done with it. But here I actually went to this place few times and I liked this scene, I liked the angle also. This scene looked interesting and kind of in my way of doing things, so I wanted to paint these buildings either way. This was just an excuse for me to kind of relax, don't think too much on this one, try to get the atmosphere and the details right of the scene and don't worry about the content so much. So for this one I didn't do the usual thumbnails, I just went with the photo as a base. So I did the color rough first and then just went straight into painting the final illustration. The main challenge was to get the atmosphere right and the buildings right, because the buildings are the most iconic thing here. Kawagoe is really well known for having these old Japanese buildings, for having the architecture of the old Tokyo. That's why it's called Small Edo. So I put a lot of effort in getting the buildings realistic, especially into the textures and the shapes themselves. So I wanted all the elements to be more or less realistic. I also wanted to get the distance effect right of the street disappearing there into the distance, so that was also a challenge that I wanted to tackle in this piece. I had a lot of fun doing the clouds, but other than that it was a lot of work to do all the small details on the buildings. It took me more than 18 hours to get this picture from the first kind of rough, color rough, to the final version, and then I gave it to Kana so she can add the characters. If you want to know more about Kawagoe, the place that I'm painting here, just have a look at my video about the ukiyo-e painting that I did recently. I'm explaining and talking there about Kawagoe and why it's special. Okay, I'll leave you here for the rest of the painting process and I'll meet you at the end of the video. Okay, that's it for this picture. It's almost done. I like how it turned out. It's nice and crisp and full of details, and I really like the shadows. But also it has enough of this painterly atmosphere that it fits well with the rest of the paintings from this series. And this is how the characters look that Kana made for this picture also. She made the base designs, and then I added some details and shadows and so on to make them fit better with the background. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. As always, feel free to comment, share and subscribe, and also to support me on Patreon. It's your support on Patreon that allows me to put time into making these videos. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye!